All right, let's get it. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. See the smoke from my head. It's a chilly one today, but again, I always use the term Florida cold, not real cold. Coming from up north, the East Coast, Northeast area, Maryland to be specific, this ain't no real cold. Trust me, real cold is below 30 and the windshield just hitting you like a ton of bricks. It's actually what they used to call it in New York. It's mad brick, son. They used to refer to the cold as brick, all right? So as you can see, we here, Jupiter High School again, another Wednesday in between these wonderful white lines, feet up over top some field turf, some grass up underneath my feet, and you get those feelings. We got Super Bowl coming up. We got football at its climax, all right, at its climax. And so today I got to give you a story about what makes the game so special, how the competition of it continues to stay with you throughout your adult years, all right? Had a teammate back when I played. His name was Melvin Harris. I knew Melvin Harris when I might have been, 7? No. Had to be 8 or 9 years old. I played with Melvin Harris for about 6 or 7. Geez, I'm losing count. Yeah, because it was the first year I got to White Oak, and then we played together on quite a few teams back when we were the Brick Cheney White Oak Warriors, and then my last season with the actual White Oak Warriors. We played together, and then he played another year with White Oak and became like the MVP of that Super Bowl that you see the White Oak Warriors played on ESPN. He was the guy. He was a dude, They refer to him, what they will refer to him as now is he's a dude, man. He's a dude. He was that guy, right? And so what happened was he didn't get to go to a school like I did, like Good Counsel, and he had to go and perform and do his thing at a public school that was not known for winning at all. The name of this public school was Kennedy High School, and they were absolutely garbage before he got there, and then I don't even think they're doing much now. I haven't kept up with that school specifically, but I know that historically they are so far from Good Counsel, it's ridiculous, right? So he built that program. He was one of the ones that, was there, made a name for himself. His high school run was far more impressive than my high school run because of where he was doing it at. He was not at a school that was providing a lot of resources like my school. So, I always got to give him his flowers for that. Always got to give him his respect for that, all right? So had a situation during my junior year, during our junior year, because we were in the same class, right? And there was this local newspaper called the Gazette, all right? And Melvin Harris, there was one day, I remember there was a day that just, it kind of took me aback because Melvin Harris's picture, a front picture of him, a front color picture at that. Color picture at the front of the sports section was his picture of the Gazette, because they used to cover Montgomery County sports. The front picture of him was right there on the Gazette. He made the paper, and it was like, whoa, a guy from Kennedy, right? So it kind of sent vibrations throughout the entire county. And when they said his name, everybody knew I knew him because he played for the White Oak Warriors. And whenever he did interviews and all that kind of stuff, they're like, yo, everybody on my team, all my classmates and stuff like that, all my teammates and stuff, were like, Melvin Harris, ain't that your boy? That's your boy? And, they kind of giving me praise a little bit because, I always used to talk about the White Oak Warriors. That's how special the organization was for us and all that kind of stuff, right? So here's why I want to get you. And here's why I talked about the specialness and competition and family and all about who's pushing you. Here's what built the habits in me that exist even to this day, right? So my mother, I remember when the article first broke, all right? When he first hit when the newspaper went viral, these are back in the days where you actually had physical newspapers. I believe you still have it now, but it's obviously not as popular with the internet. But anyway, I remember when the article first broke and the newspaper went around everyone that lived in Montgomery County. And the first conversation I had with my mother when she saw it, the first conversation, I'm talking about, I didn't even see her that day until later that day. It was over the phone. And the first thing she says to me, goes, all right, now, you got to step it up. You got to step it up. I'm sitting here looking at Melvin Harris's picture in the paper, and I ain't seeing yours. So, you got to step it up, and that's the kind of stuff Love that kind of stuff, because that's when someone's with you and it's continuously pushing you to get better. You know, no matter what, as much as cool and friends and all that kind of stuff is great, but it's so important to get around people that are going to push you to a next level. And this is what brings me out here every single Wednesday, man. Just getting around that competition, getting around people who are faster than me, stronger than me, or whatever, so I can see myself and continue to progress and continue to get myself better. And that's what I encourage you to do every single day of your life, because it's no in between. It's not like you're going to stay the same. It's either going to get better or you're going to get worse every single day. All right. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As Juan Cruikshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.